Welcome back to the boardroom. Today we're talking about Awalé Resources, an explorer focused on finding large, high-grade gold and copper deposits in Côte d'Ivoire. Now, Awalé controls the Odienné project, a district-scale land package under 7 permits. Who better than to bring in Andrew Chubb, the CEO of Awalé Resources? Andrew, welcome to the show.
Hi, Rachel. Thanks for having me here. It's a pleasure.
Now, before we get into what your exploration strategy looks like for 2025, can you tell us what made 2024 a, quote, pivotal year for the company?
Well, I guess timing's everything, because I took over as CEO the year prior, and spent a year cleaning up. And then in 2024, we started to make some really nice discoveries. So we made a discovery at BBM, which has continued to grow with the further drilling we've done throughout the year. And then we got actually the best gold intercept in Africa for the year on the Charger target. So that was pretty exciting and really put the company on the map.
Well, then, can you kind of walk us through next the corporate vision for the first half of this year? Would also be great to understand how, again, the achievements of 2024 really set the stage for 2025.
Yeah, absolutely. So that success last year enabled us to do a capital raising. So we've got a nice, healthy treasury as Awalé. We've got 10 million Canadian dollars in treasury, which is there ready to be developing our 100% Awalé projects. And we do make the separation there between the 100% Awalé, as 2 of the permits within that 7 are joint ventured with Newmont, where we are operating, but Newmont is spending the money. So they're supplying the exploration dollars, so non-dilutionary dollars there for us. And it's a $15 million US earning, and we've spent roughly 8 million of that so far, and that will continue into this year. And we're ramping up our 100% Awalé in parallel with that. And I guess the other thing about that success and having a nice treasury has meant that I've been able to ramp up the Awalé team to make sure that we can, bring in good people so we can keep managing the joint venture and developing that side of things, as well as, bringing in the 100% Awalé properties, which will be the next big catalyst for the company, I think.
Well, can you actually go into exploration specifics here? Maybe first covering your fully owned ground, and then the joint venture ground with Newmont.
Yeah, absolutely. So the first place we're going into this year, and we've started exploration there this year with some geophysics, but we uncovered a really nice gold copper footprint, which is straight along strike from the BBM discovery within the joint venture. It's only about 4 kilometers away from that discovery, on the same structural trend, and the same that we've seen subcrop of the same rocks, and the anomaly is really nice with a +1 gram termite anomaly as the peak value within that. So we're doing IP-induced polarization geophysics right now, like as we speak, and we'll be drilling that target in either at the end of this month or early next month. And that's really exciting for us. So there'll be a few thousand meters of drilling into that target, and really is nice low-hanging fruit on what we know is a fertile structure. We have a really strong exploration team, and there between myself, John, and Andrew, we had the other Andrew is our VP exploration. We have worked on many projects, both in West Africa and globally. And, we actually sat down and worked out how many ounces we've, been involved with discovering over the years between us. And we've discovered, upwards of 9 million ounces between us. So working with other companies on other projects, we've really got proven exploration success, and we've got a great Ivorian team underneath us to develop this. And we've been bolstering the team over the last 6 to 12 months on the ground as well. So, we're really poised to move quickly in 2025 and keep creating value for our shareholders.
Now, it sounds like you've got and are building a strong team, You've got high grade or high grade material in the ground. I'm curious about jurisdiction as well, especially for those who don't understand Côte d'Ivoire. Can you give us a bit more of an introduction to the country and what it's like being a foreign company in Côte d'Ivoire?
So I guess, we're a foreign funded company, but we don't view ourselves as a foreign company because we have such a large Ivorian team working with us. Look, it's an excellent jurisdiction to be working in. The environment's really good. We have an 6 to 8 month dry season period, depending on exactly where we are within the permits. That you can really push exploration through that time. So in wet season is sort of 3 to 4 months a year and more difficult to explore. But during that dry season period, it's really easy to operate and get drilling rigs in, do all the work that you need to do. And as a jurisdiction, it's Côte d'Ivoire is, I guess, different to a lot of other West African countries in that it already has a diversified economy. The last 12 years have seen significant GDP growth and economic growth in that country year on year, sort of between 4 and 6%. And as I mentioned, that's that diversified economy that I see is important. And exploration and mining is actually a new kid on the block in Côte d'Ivoire. So they've got an excellent agricultural business. They're the biggest exporter, one of the biggest exporters of cocoa. There has been offshore gas discoveries, so there are now gas fields coming online in Côte d'Ivoire as well. They're a net exporter of power. And they're a net energy exporter in West Africa as well.
Okay, well, we'll wrap it up here for now. That's Andrew Chubb, CEO of Awalé Resources. The company will also be at the Core Shack during PDAC in March in Toronto. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe. We'll see you next time.